Hey there, boys and girls of the YouTube world. Today, the Duff Dog and I are going to put a little lipstick on a pig. This is our 1958 Chevrolet Brookwood station wagon. First year of 4 headlights, first year of the Impala.
Rediscover the fun and adventure there is to driving.
First year of the big block, the 348. We did a video on this thing. We couldn't get the old 348 unseized, so we got to try to sell this thing. Price and availability in the video description. But if you saw in the video, we got some 14-inch, like 1972 Malibu rallies. And they just ain't cutting it. So we got some Steelies. We got the deep dish. I think they're like 61, 62. Get them on them backwards on the old coats. And then on the front, we got just your regular dish 14s. Now I would love for some white walls, but they're real money. And I got some 15-inch white walls, but 15-inch 4 3/4 wheels are like hen's teeth around here. So we're using what we got. DB painted them up for us yesterday. I mounted them through some tubes in them so they don't go flat on the next owner or here if nobody ever buys it. I got some dog dishes. They're not 58 dog dishes, but I think they're 54, 55. Let's throw those on there and see where we go. We got to get this thing sold because I don't want to have to build it because I got too many projects that aren't getting finished. So let's get after it. I thought these were 55 Chevy hubcaps, but it says 54 Chevy, and clearly nobody could have ever labeled it incorrectly. Definitely not my handwriting. So I'm going to say that they're 54 Chevys, so that way if it's wrong, it's this guy's fault. Oh yeah, looking good. 3 more to go. Now one more thing, every car looks great low slammed on the ground, and it's a lot harder to slam them on the ground when they don't have an engine. They sit a lot higher, I should say, when they don't have an engine in them. And not like we're trying to fool anyone. I just want it to look good in my yard if nobody buys it. And it'll look good in the photos. And obviously you're going to tear this whole front end apart. You're going to put new bushings, tie rods, brakes, all that good stuff. But we're going to go ahead and... Usually I cut 2 coils when there's an engine in it, so let's start with 2. I have a feeling we're going to have to go for 3 because we don't have the weight of that big block in here anymore. So, yeah, that's right. I could set the big block back in it, but it's going to have to come back out to rebuild it anyway. And it's probably going to get a small block or an LS, let's be honest. But if you want to buy it and rebuild the big block, you can do so. Hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com. Anyway, let's cut some coils. And guess what? If you aren't going to buy it because I lowered it, you weren't going to buy it before anyway. So no need to go down below and comment, I'm not going to buy it now because you lowered it and you ruined it. Now you weren't going to buy it anyway, so don't waste your breath. Or go down there. I encourage the comments. I read them all. These are a little bit more difficult because the shock runs straight through them, so you got to cut the coil in a few spots or take the shock out of there. But we'll just cut the coil spring in a few spots. No big deal. Alright, now let's do the other side. Set her on the ground and see how she looks. Or maybe let's just set it on the ground now and see how it looks. I bet it looks crooked. DB showed up late because of the train, so he's polishing some hubcaps back there. Ooh. You're like the next Vanna White. Do you know who Vanna White is? No. Kids these days. Oh yeah. That's way better. Ended up going with 3 loops on the old coil. But now we got no suspension over here and a little bit over here, and we're not on the bump stops. It's bottomed out on the shocks, so could cut the shocks out of there, what I should have done in the first place, but it's also holding it up at the absolute perfect ride height. And obviously, when you buy this car, you're gonna put new shocks and drop spindles and new springs, probably airbags in it anyway, so none of this matters. It's just gonna look really cool sitting in my yard until you come get it. I should have measured first, but 3 coils is perfect if you don't have an engine and transmission. And we're not going to do anything in the back. I don't want to mess with those coils because somebody probably will reuse those unless they airbag it. But we got to do something here. It just looks terrible. So I think first thing, we're going to cut that hitch off. We're going to try pulling it in. If I push, bad things are going to happen. I would like to see if we can get this tailgate to latch better. Close, I don't know, maybe we'll lube it up a little bit more. The thing with that is, like, aesthetically you see the bumper, it's like, ooh, don't want that. But with this latch, what I've noticed is if there's something silly, like people are like, oh, is whatever missing, is the latches missing, is the hinges wrong, stuff like that. They have zero intention of buying it, they're just nitpicking your car apart and want to ask you irritating questions. So let's avoid the irritating questions by maybe trying to make that latch. If nothing else, put like a tarp strap inside or something, or you know, tie it shut so it looks better in the yard. Start with the bumper. Oh, you saved the worst one for last. Wow! Yeah, look at that.
Before and after.
Oh my gosh, you're like Billy Mays over here. You know who Billy Mays is, don't you?
I do. I know who Billy Mays is.
R.I.P. Billy Mays. Speaking of the Whites, you know Betty White?
Yeah, I know Betty.
Shaun White? The Flying Tomato? I think he was a snowboarder, X Games. Had
no
red
idea.
hair, long print. You don't get into snowboarding with that hair?
No, not that cool.
You're just into playing the tambourines?
Yeah.
Alright, well, looks good.
Cool.
Get in there real nice and deep black.
Get in there nice and deep like.
Oh, yeah. Mojo said hit him with some elbow grease. Take his
Did you
break.
ask him where the elbow grease was then?
Yeah, he said he didn't know. He had to run home and grab some.
What's your problem? Ka-chow. You might as well fish all this mud out of the bumper. I don't know about all of it, but a good portion of it. Looks better for the prospective buyers. That's just it. Who sells, like, if you're selling a car in the marketplace, drag it out of the weeds. Get some good pictures. I hate people who have no pictures of what they're selling, don't know anything about it. Of course, want top dollar, or else they don't know what they want. They're like, make an offer, and then you tell them a number, and they're like, well, that's not enough. It's like, well, then give me a number. I can't buy it and sell it for you. People. Also, tech tip, put your trash can underneath the dirt pile you're gonna make so you don't have to sweep it up twice. Twice? You don't have to sweep it up at all. Oh, we should have left this in here. All that weight would have lowered the car. Lowering cars, raising prices. Oh, that's our slogan. Head on down to Sunny Hill Auto. We're lowering cars and raising prices. Notice how you go to a dealership, all the cars are nice and clean? Yeah. Nobody wants to buy a dirty car. I mean, I'll buy dirty cars, but I'm gonna pay you dirty car prices. I really opened a can of worms here. Good enough for the girls we go with. Go get that decal on mortske.com. Much better. Now let's do some body work. So the reason I got rid of the hitch is that's what got us to this point. Somebody thought they were going to drag this car out of the weeds where it sat for 50 years with probably a tractor. And that hitch was meant for pulling like a 12-foot John boat that's aluminum on a single axle trailer, not for pulling a 5,800 pound car out of the mud where it's been sitting with no wheel for 50 years. So nobody will be tempted to do that again. Now I'm going to try to straighten this brace out first, and then we'll try straightening that one depending on how this goes. I really could cut this one out because she's screwed anyway. I think that's the cross member on the frame, unfortunately. No, it bolts in, so you just unbolt one from another car. But these things are, I think, wagon only, so we're gonna try to straighten it as good as we can because I'm not gonna go take another one off for this rig unless I decide to keep it. And in case you haven't figured out, I don't want to keep it. I don't want another project. I mean, I do, but not this one. Our love affair has run its course. Miss Brookwood. Brooke, that's what we should call it. No, we're not calling it Wood or Woody. It's Brooke. I don't have much faith in my pulling geometry or my pulling contraption. It's a heavy-duty tarp strap, but it's still a tarp strap. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we're going to give it a whirl. The good news is, when something bends, it bends back easier than it bend. The bad news is it can also bend easier the other way again. Here we go. Let's give her a whirl. Got one end hooked to the wishbone and the other end hooked to the rear end. I feel like when we start pulling, if it even does anything, it's just going to slide over here. But it's not going to work. We're going to try it though. Because that's how you learn, kids, is by trying. Working way better than I expected. It's working a lot better. I let my ratchet strap bind up.
One eternity later.
Let's go over here. Let me get that framer. Oh, I should have done it with the rollback. Son of a biscuit. It looks like we know what we're doing. Now if only the bumper will bend that easy. It's not straight, but it's better than it was. Let's see what we can do with the bumper. I got a feeling this one ain't gonna bend quite so easily. I'm worried about when I hook on it pull, that we're not pushing up on that balance, and also that we're not twisting, rotating the bumper. Give her a whirl, see what happens. Or that we're pulling down on the bumper. We want to pull in the right direction. Physics. Wow, that actually moved quite a bit. Okay, we'll loosen it up and hook on this side. I think this tarp strap's ready to throw in the towel. Come on, baby, you got one more good pull left in you. Easy money. That's what I was worried about, pulling it down. Obviously this thing was pretty whammied up anyway, but it's gonna be a lot straighter once we get it on the ground. If I can get my ratchet strap back out of there. Body by Bob. Look at this. The new mower man came to town. It's like Christmas. Still got tits on the tires. This thing's like brand new. Oh boy. Better check those. Got it. We got some weeds to spray around here. We haven't been doing a good enough job of parking cars that leak oil over them. What do you think about that? You look good on there.
Yeah, let me try it out.
4-wheel steering.
I think this would work out nice in my yard. Sure. Well, I don't know.
Oh, I think it'd work for you.
The way the 6.2's acting up, you might be driving this to and from work.
Yeah. Look at here.
You could take your Mountain Dew with.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Never been cup holders where Bob keeps his cigars.
Oh, sure.
Spare parts, it's a John Deere.
John Deere.
There's a hitch pin.
Hitch pin.
This is where your flags go. All right, we got that bumper a lot straighter than it was. I think that's as straight as I can get it without taking it off. I think it needs to be taken off because it's starting to pull in on each side. And then we got a twist here and a twist there. Somebody who knows what they're doing could probably straighten it out. AKA somebody other than me. The other thing is, if you got door seals hanging out the side, either tuck them in or rip them off there so when the potential buyer comes to get it, they're not hanging out there and it looks better in the pictures. And then if you got like the headliner hanging down, tie that up or tape it up or rip it out of there. It doesn't cost you nothing and it looks better sitting in your yard and also looks better to potential buyers. So go a little ways, wash it, clean out the inside, maybe buff some chrome out, spend a little time. Make sure all the tires hold there. There's nothing I hate more than when somebody wants top dollar for a car. It says runs and drives and it's got flat tires. It's like, how does that run and drive? The tires don't even hold there. She's looking pretty good, don't you think, Duff? I wish it had some 58-60 dog dish caps for it, but I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna move that mower inside and we'll do a little playing around here with this hatch. See if we can't get that closing better. All right, what's going on? What's keeping you from looking as good as you did in 1958? Well, first things first, a little oil can't hurt. We gotta get the latch working too. Because if we do get it closed, it's not gonna close all the way if the latch is stuck. There we go. Spin it, DJ. Look at that. 5 minutes with a little ingenuity and a little coil. Bada bing, bada boom. Is it latching? No. Does it kind of latch? Yes. Does it look better? Abso-freaking-lutely.
That's the job I want. Just the pilot car, fly car.
All right, we got the back end looking proper. We got her lowered. We got our wheels and tires looking proper. One more thing we got to fix up here. I can't put glass in it because that's, you got to weigh your resources, your abilities, your time, efforts, your maximum return on investment, your ROI. Look at those gorgeous headlights. 58, pretty much everybody went to 4 headlights. The government mandated you had to have 2 before, and then you could have 4, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think pretty much everybody except for like some Studebakers and maybe some Plymouths had 4 headlights in 58. Comment down below what else didn't have 4 headlights in 58. Anyway, these 2 are busted. So let's go out back and see what we can find that's got these, I think they're a 5-inch as opposed to the 7-inch, and sneak a couple in there. They should be pretty much cleaned up, ready to go on the chopping block. Looky what I found here in the front clip that's a twin to this. These are both 2 prongs, so just high beams, I think. And then, yeah, high beams, all 4 headlights, and then low beams, just these ones light up. But anyway, I think these are gonna work. This is a factory T3. So this headlight's been around since that car was new. Anyway, let's get these in there so that we can get this thing out of here. All right, time to find out if a 2-prong headlight bulb fits in a 3-prong socket. So far, so good. Are they made different so that they won't interchange? Oh, the notches are slightly off. So it won't fit that way. It's got these little molded tabs that's got to go in these little slots in the metal bucket. I think we can get it together either way, but it would be nice to know for future reference. Sure enough, they've made it idiot-proof. We're just gonna muddle it up. Speaking of idiot-proof, it don't look quite right, does it? Looks better than it was. The price was right.
The price is wrong.
And done. This thing's really gonna light up somebody's life now. Probably mine. Well, it's gonna be in my yard. It's gonna light up my yard. Never mind that the spring clip is busted. All right, here you go. Check this bad boy out. We got kind of a 1950s GM dealer. 58 Brookwood Wagon, 56 Pontiac 4-door hardtop, 55 Chevy 4-door posts. Anyway, this thing looks way better. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Flipping cars, prepping cars to flip. I don't know. I guess I'm a greasy car flipper because I, stuck some lights in there, lowered it, put some scabby tires on it, and some painted wheels and some mismatched hubcaps. Attempted to knock out a bumper, got a door to latch. Yeah, I kind of want to spend another afternoon on that, but I guess if nobody buys it, that's what we'll have to do. But yeah, this thing's way good. Needs to come down a little bit in the back, but she sits pretty good. Good yard art, if nothing else. Duff got a little muddy today. You ain't afraid of getting a little swampy, are you? Yeah, she looks pretty good. So there you have it. That is how I prep a car to sell, flip, whatever you want to call it. Do the little things that don't cost a ton of money. Put some tubes in the tires, put a can of paint on the wheels, some hubcaps I had laying around, headlights we had laying around, and then just a little bit of elbow grease. It goes a long way. I'll let you know how it goes if we get this thing sold or not, but price availability in the video description if you want to know and if you want to buy it. hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com. We're in Podunk, North Dakota. No, we don't do anything with shipping. No, this car does not have a title. There's ways to get titles. Leave that up to the next guy to get a title. And if I get a title, then maybe I'll get it running. But anyway, appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Go check out the merch, mortske.com. We got free Mortske shirts. We got ball caps. We got magnetic can koozies, magnetic screwdrivers. We got banners. We got a lot of cool stuff. We got Mortske flick screwdrivers, decals, you name it, we got it. If we don't got it, you don't need it. And I appreciate all you guys watching. If you want to support us on Patreon, you sure can. That's a cute little trailer. Cute little single axle truck. Squirrel! But yeah, the best way to support us is by watching, commenting, liking, sharing, and then going and buying the merch. It's you guys buying merch that puts fuel in the pickup, that puts insurance on the tow truck, that keeps the lights on around here so we don't lose the shop. So thank you for everybody who's watching, who's buying merch. You guys are all the best. Thank you very much. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get done, so long as you're having fun. I really like these quick transformations. Wheels, tires, stance goes a long ways, right, Duff? Fix a few dents. Get a door to latch, throw some windows in it, or windows. Wish I could throw windows in it. Some lights in it, it's real good. All right, on to the next one. If only you would get a bath now, swamp donkey.